All right, I got another interesting story for you guys. I can't believe this one slipped my mind. This is one that I've been kind of wanting to share publicly for a little bit now, and it just kept slipping my mind, and it finally just came to me. So, back in May 2017, as I told you, I moved around a lot. That's one thing about my story is I've lots of moving, lots of locations, all that good stuff, right? Well, this was right after I showed up to Maine, and I show up, land me a quick little job, and I go out and I get me a Maine phone number, right? I go out and I just buy a little straight talk phone from Walmart, a little prepaid phone, and get me a new number, right? So maybe 2 days later, after we get done, doing what we're doing for the day, I don't even remember, we're sitting at the house at night cooking, and I get this phone call. Nobody has my number at this point. And for whatever reason, I don't know why. I normally do not answer numbers that I don't recognize, right? But something told me to answer this. I was drinking. I was drunk. I was just like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm going to answer it. Hello? I even had it on speakerphone, too. And this voice just goes, hey. I said, hello? And he goes, hey. I said, what? And he goes, you got to hear this story. I said, okay. And he said, 2 years ago, my mom was killed in a head-on collision. And this was her phone number. And every now and then, I'll call it when I have this question that I want to ask her. And just hoping that she'll pick up. And I do have a question to ask her, but she wasn't here to pick up. And at this point, I'm like, I didn't even know how to respond, dude. I'm telling you, I was like shook. I said, man, well, I know the feeling, which I do. I understand the feeling completely. I said, sorry to hear about that, Bubba. But at this point, I'm so shocked and stunned that I don't even know how to respond. In hindsight, I think the dude, I wonder if the dude had a question. I don't know. But I just kind of briefly said, I'm sorry to hear about that, my man. All right, sorry. And I ended up getting off the phone with him somehow. And my girlfriend at the time, that really struck her because I had it on speakerphone. She heard the whole thing. So she said, she couldn't let it go. She said, I want to figure out who this is. So she went to Facebook and typed that phone number in and found the dude. It was this guy locally there. And we got to Googling his name and whatnot. And sure enough, he wasn't lying. His mom did get killed like very close by there in a head-on collision like 2 months before. And I told that story on Facebook like right after it happened. But here's the cool part though. Here's the weird part. About 6 months later, when we went in, because that was just a little straight talk phone, right? Well, she said, let's get you added onto my family plan. So when I'm going in there, I'm getting my straight talk phone number added on to the plan there in Maine, right? And we're sitting there, we're talking, and I told that story to the girl. I was switching my number over, the girl that was working there at the little cell phone place. And she goes, I know that guy. That was my ex. I said, oh, yeah? Well, apparently his mom's dead now. Oh, my God, I didn't know his mom died. I said, yeah, I found out that the worst way. She's like, I haven't talked to him in years. I didn't know his mom died. I was like, yeah, this is probably a weird way to hear the news, but I just received this random phone call. Swear to God, dude goes, hey, you got to listen to this story. I was like, what? And he said, yeah, 2 years ago, my mom was killed in a head-on collision. And sometimes, like, when I need advice or I have a question or something like that, I'll call this number just to see if she'll pick up. And I do have a question, but she's not here to pick up and answer my question. And that's what I answered the phone to, dude. And that, it shook me for a minute. And tried to talk to him on Facebook after that. And he deleted my friend request, wouldn't respond to any messages or anything like that. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, I know that was a strange funny little story, but it just popped into my mind. I just woke up from a nap, and then that story just, somebody posted something on Facebook that reminded me of that, and I was like, oh man, I gotta tell that story on Facebook. I had a dead lady's phone number. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here, guys. Again, I'm at the new spot right now, and I didn't think about it. We didn't grab a table yet. We went to the furniture store and spent like $1,000 on furniture and didn't grab a table yet. So we're gonna do that tonight. We have a table somewhere. I need a table to read my cards. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here. I just figured I'd share that story with you. All right. Happy holidays, and y'all have a good one.